Hello YouTube, this is a short video on, as the title suggests, hypermobility syndrome. Um, Hypermobility syndrome is basically like double jointedness in joints, and that sounds like really stupid, but it's basically like when you're double jointed, but it really hurts. That's the best way I can describe it. I think the official definition would be like inflammation of the joint or something like that. Yeah, okay. The reason I want to make this video is because I obviously am affected by hypermobility syndrome. It does play a massive part in my life. Like, I'm sitting in my GCSEs, and when I'm writing, it's difficult because, you know, sometimes your wrist will go further back than it's supposed to, or it'll just suddenly really hurt. It doesn't matter if I've taken my tablet or whatever, and that's really bad because, you know, you can't write an English exam for like 1.5 hours, you know, painlessly. It's just not possible. I mean, obviously I get free, like, extra time and stuff, but that's beyond the point. I'm gonna sort of give a quick overview of my story. It's actually really boring, but let's give it a go. So when I was little, I was always quite bendy. This is something my mum's told me. I don't really remember. I don't remember how bendy I was when I was little, you know. And she said I was really bendy when I was little, and I remember there was this one time where I stood broken my shoulder or my arm or something, and I'd fallen off. You know when you have those, like, they're wooden underneath and they've got chains across and you used to hang over them and pretend you were sloths? Well, maybe it was just we were a bit creeps anyway. Well, I was doing that and somebody knocked us and I whacked my collarbone. I think it was like here, but other side, this side. Whacked my collarbone off the wooden bit and I should have broken it, but I didn't, and I should have broken my arm as well because the way I felt kind of weird. So that was that, and then recently, I think I was still 14 because I'm 15 now. Oh no, I might have been 15. Hang on. No, I was 15. I was 14. I was coming up to be 15. My mum decided, because I was complaining about pain in my hips, so my mum decided, let's go see the doctor. So we went to see the doctor. And I went there with dizziness, so it was my glasses, and like really bad pain, and it was unexplainable. Like there was no reason for my hips to be hurting. We just saw no reason. So I got referred to a physiotherapist. Cut a long story short, it's not really that long, but so I got referred to a physiotherapist, and she did a few of the tests with me. Like the double jointed test. I didn't know the double jointed test, but the physio was like, can you touch your toes? Can you do this? Can you do that? And I was like, yeah, and I passed all 7 tests, and it turns out I'm 100% hypermobile, and that means that, well, I don't want to be condescending, but every single joint in my body is double jointed to various different degrees. This is quite awkward considering I can get pain, obviously with having hypermobility syndrome, and it's not an easy deal for me. I don't have it little, I have quite a lot of pain. It can be, I have had those days where you wake up and I can't get out of bed because my leg's locked, or it's really wrenchingly painful and you're just like, I don't want to move my leg. There have been a lot of times where I've tried to get asleep, and if I shift the barest fraction, there's this pulsating pain. Like, no, this pain pulsating throughout my body, and it's so excruciating, to say the least. So yeah, I can get pain in my tiniest little bit of my fingers, like here. It's really awkward, it hurts like hell, and if you get, like, you lock, I once was locked pointing at someone like this, and I was like, I can't stop pointing at you, I'm really sorry. So yeah, there's that. I didn't take any tablets. I was like, okay, I've got hypermobility syndrome, so obviously mum did research, blah 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 blah. Recently, I've been writing my GCSEs. Now, I was doing a lot of GCSE preparation in year 9 when this was doing, because I'm in year 10 now. Writing was an impossible task. I wore bandages for a while actually because we thought that was going to help, but I was doing a mock history test and I could just feel my wrist slipping every now and then. I thought I dislocated it, like genuinely. So I went to see the doctors again, probably sick of the sight of me by now, and I got this tablet called naproxen, and it's a little yellow thing. It's absolutely horrific. I hate it. It burns my throat. I'm going to the doctors. Ooh, you can see it. I'm going to the doctors to get another one. So yeah, that's basically my story. Being 100% hypermobile, if you're squeamish, do not watch this. Allows me to do this, which looks like I'm breaking myself, but I'm not actually. This is the degree of hypermobility I have. It's really bad. I can twist my back about 180 degrees. I have very lot of my mobility. My legs, my knee, I can practically pull it vertical. My leg, like, yeah, it's quite disgusting actually. Yeah, it's just skip this whole like half a minute out. The thing with hypermobility is like joint hypermobility. I don't know if there's any other hypermobility than joint hypermobility syndrome. Correct me if I'm wrong. But the thing with joint hypermobility syndrome is there is a risk of, if you have it severe, being in a wheelchair, because if you can't stand up, then how are you supposed to get around? Arthritis developing early, that's a very high risk. Oh, the most important point, this is probably more for parents or whatever, but hypermobility syndrome has a lot of side effects. It's not just the joint pain. I think some people said perhaps breathing problems. I'm not entirely sure about that one. Irritable bowel syndrome is very common. Stomach problems, you know, like weak muscles, because that's basically all this is. It's weak muscles as well as like hypermobility. Weak muscles. Things to do to make the pain go away, as well as taking tablets. It's quite, like, I'm a vegetarian because I do have, like, digestive problems because of my HMS. And when I have meat, I feel like I'm going to be sick because it's hard to digest. You know, you're breaking down all the amino acids and enzymes and stuff. You know, it's hard for me to digest it. And it was a choice. So I'm like, 6 months as vegetarian! Yay! Oh my god, I'm such a sado. And yeah, like you do get digestive problems. That is something like you might want to be careful of, or you know, watch what you eat, and it's not going to have a very good effect on you. You might feel really sick. Yeah, joint weakness, something you can do for hypermobility. I know I've just said this, but I can't remember if I said it, if I meant it. Horse riding is something the physiotherapist really recommends because it uses all those muscles you never knew you had. When I first went horse riding, oh my god, that's another story. But I have a horse ride now, yay! Pony club, you know. Yeah, go see a physiotherapist. I actually didn't do my physio right because there is no cure for hypermobility syndrome as of yet, because it's a joint problem. I mean, you can't really reform all your joints per se. The physiotherapist doesn't really well, the exercises I found didn't help me at all, basically. I'm not saying be a rebel and go against the physio, but that's kind of what I did. I was like, yeah, I'm not doing them, so I didn't do them. I'm trying to think of anything else I need to say. No, so this is 8 minutes already. Yeah, this video is just about raising awareness, because I will guarantee that if you talk to someone and say, you know, double jointedness or, you know, hypermobility, somebody will have it to different degrees. Everybody's got a hypermobility to a certain degree, I think. Some people don't have hypermobility but don't have the syndrome. That's what I was going to say. The difference between hypermobility and having the syndrome is hypermobility syndrome tends to be more double jointed. Like, that sounds ridiculous, right? But if your wrist only allowed to go here, the hypermobility people can make it go like here, or, you know, further back like there. But having the syndrome means you get pain, basically. You get the short end of the stick or wicket. You get the sticky wicket, you get whatever. Nobody will probably watch this anyway. So yeah, that's pretty much the difference. This is a matter really close to my heart. This is the really deep, serious bit. This is a matter really close to my heart because it is going to affect me for the rest of my life. Because of the way my ankles are formed. Oh, there goes my hip, like, they're formed, do you like my socks? They're formed weirdly, right? So, because the bend, oh, there's me leg, right? Because they bend, that means that I'm supposed to wear a little heel, but not a massive one. Flats aren't good. Like, I know a lot of people, I know your mum or your dad or somebody might say, wear flats, the better for your ankles. They're not with hypermobility syndrome in your ankles. Better with a small heel, because you can't support yourself. When you're stepping, you're doing this, and you might notice you fall inside, or you fall over, you're very clumsy. It's all symptoms of hypermobility or hypermobility syndrome, depending on the degree. So yeah, this is pretty much what I want to talk about. If you've got any questions, ask me, considering, you know, I do have it. You know, leave a comment or like or subscribe. I'm not gonna vouch for subscribers on a raising awareness video. I think there are far more important issues. But if you need support or anything, I guess I'm here. Like I said, guess, but I will be here. You know, this isn't something you have to suffer on your own. Like, I kept it secret for such a long time, like my pains, because I felt bad for everybody. I felt bad that I was in pain. I know, right? It's stupid, isn't it? But that's how I felt. I felt like it was my fault or something. I don't know why I felt like that. Like my mum's raised us brilliantly. My mum loves me to hell, and so does my dad. But why I felt like it was my fault that I was in pain, and I don't know. So this has exceeded 10 minutes and you're probably officially bored of my stupid Geordie voice. So I'm going to end this video. Any questions, ask, you know, if you want to subscribe, feel free. I'm not going to say, oh, subscribe to me, I'm the best ever. But yeah, so I guess this is goodbye. Oh, I've got flags all around my bedroom, that'll be amazing. Anyway, bye.